Welcome back, babies. It is your girl AJ up in the building. What's good? If you are new, hi, welcome in. My name is Alexandra. I am the owner of AJ Unique Creations LLC. Baby, here for all your custom needs. And when I say all, baby, I mean all. Like, if you don't know, honey, by now, let me just tell you, from shirts, lasers, acrylic, bags, I'm here. Okay, I am a person that just loves to craft, and I love learning something new. So if you always wonder, like, you got so much going on with your channel, I am that true crafter that loves to do new things, and I actually love it. From sewing, laser, sublimation, Cricut, vinyl, I love all of it. Okay, you guys, so I hope you are here for that. And if you are, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. But let's talk about what we're doing today. I know you're looking like you got some wood. Okay, so I got some basswood, you guys. This is a 12 by 12. My husband is going to cut this down for me, but we are going to laser cut this to actually make a name puzzle. So name puzzles are basically for kids that's actually learning their names and don't know how to spell it. So I made one for my daughter, I made one for my son. I need to make them a new one just because my daughter is starting school this year, and I want her to know how to spell her whole entire name. So I think this is definitely cool for kids learning how to say their name, spell their name. Definitely for my daughter, her name is Janaya. So sometimes she looking like, well, what did J go at? I'm like, it's Janaya. Like, Janaya is before Naya. She only know Naya. I'm like, but you forget your J. Like, how you forget the J in Naya? Janaya. Okay, but I feel like the name puzzles are great for learning your kids' names. And at the bottom, you actually can put their whole entire full name if you would like, or just the first name. Now, we are doing a full name puzzle. So a full name puzzle is the first name, the first part of the name, middle name, last name. So we'll be doing this with a basswood. This is 3 mm thick. As you can see, it's kind of not too thick. We're going to do 2 layers of this to make it 6 mm thick in total, just to make sure the thickness is there and it's not like something that can easily break and flimsy. You get what I'm saying? And we're going to be using the K40. This is the Omtech K40 that we have a while ago. We're going to be using that in today's video, and I do hope you guys enjoy it. This basswood I did get from Amazon, so if I'm not mistaken, it's in my Amazon store. If it's not, let me know and I can go add it in for you guys. And it's gonna kind of be simple. I'm gonna show you guys the process of me making a file. Then we're gonna go ahead and cut it. I'm gonna try to fast forward between like the laser work, just because the laser work, when I say it takes time, and I don't want you guys to sit here and say, oh my gosh, this is a long video because that laser was cutting for about an hour or 2. Okay, I don't want you guys to think that. Now, I'm using the K40 Omtech laser. I'm using the older version. Now, the new version that's out now, it does have like upgrades to it and stuff like this. This version is stuff that I have upgraded myself, where I sat here and put my air assist in. I did the water pump and all of that. I did it myself, versus the new version is a little bit different. So if you do have an old version, this probably is for you. Versus the new version, then I probably don't have the same software as you. It probably looks a little different, and that's okay. It does. Okay, but let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Let's go. Okay, so we got the laser running, everything is flowing, the water is going. So this is the basswood right here. It is 3 mm thick. My husband did cut this down for me to 8 by 12. Don't worry about the jagged ends. He cut it down for me. So we're going to go ahead and place this in here. The first thing I'm going to do is actually trace my whole entire board, just to make sure that this wood is big enough, or if I need to move it or anything like that, or size down my design. It could come over a little bit and it could come down. Everything looks good to me. So next I'm going to go ahead and start to cut. So for you guys to see, I may have to cut off the light so you guys can see it while it cuts, but we're going to go ahead and start cutting. It is done tracing, so I'm going to go ahead and start cutting it. is time to cut. So this is basswood. You don't really have to be so high with your power, honestly, because basswood is not that thick, and just depending on the thickness of your wood, that's when it's going to determine exactly what you need to do. So for me, I do have air assist on for my laser. I did install an air assist, so the air assist is very good. Now what I'm going to do is probably 2 passes on the cut and probably 2 passes on the engraving, just to make sure. Now engraving, I'm definitely going to run about 2 passes, and I don't want the engraving to go at a slow speed, just because the slower it goes, it will go deeper, if you understand what I mean by that. So we're just going to let it engrave, come back, and then do the cut, just because when it cuts, it will drop down. So you usually can see when it drops. So I'm going to go ahead and do the engraving first, and then we're going to come back and do the cut. So it's engraving now. I'm going to let you guys watch it, and I'm going to fast forward for you guys to see the whole entire thing, and we'll be back. Alright you guys, so it is time to cut. So right now it is cutting. We're going to go ahead and cut it. It already engraved. It engraved beautiful. Now it's time to cut the whole entire name out. So I am running this at 2 passes, just because I want to make sure it cuts very nice and smooth. And this is the first layer. We are doing a backing on here, so we'll glue everything together. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch the magic. Usually I recommend doing 2 passes, just depending on your material. Now I'm standing here and I actually see that this has dropped. So honestly, to be real, I think I'm just going to do 1 pass, just because I see that it has physically dropped. Now the V, it doesn't look like the V drop, but we're going to see, we're going to watch everything go. But as you can see, the A and the D did drop. I'm going to go ahead and try to zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm talking about. You can see the A and the D did already drop. So that is good. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch what happens and see the magic happens, and we'll be back. Alright you guys, so we are at 99.9%, so it actually is finishing up now, doing this last circle around of the whole entire shape, and we're going to see how it came out. I could tell everything did drop, so I'm definitely happy about that. And right now my water temperature is at like 65, so I am going to cut it off, cool my water down, and hop back in, and we're going to finish the rest up. Now the rest I'll probably just do fast forward a little clips of it, just because it does take time. As you guys see from this video, it takes time when it comes down to doing these laser cuts, and I don't want you guys to be just watching the same thing over and over. And we do have to paint each of these pieces ourselves, from each letter in the name, red and black. So we got some time to actually do everything, and I don't want you guys to be waiting that long, because that's just a whole process. So go ahead and enjoy. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you are enjoying the content. Alright you guys, it is done. Let's go ahead and open it on up. It came out great. Now I do have my vent It is the little tubes, I forgot what they're called, that you use, you know how you use for your washing machine and stuff. It is in the back, and it does lead out my door, and my door do have a screen on it, so it leads out my door and go all the way into my backyard, while the screen is also open. Well, not the screen is open, but the screen is on the door, so at the same time the air is vented out at the same time, and we got fans running. So this is how it came out. It actually looks great. Like I said, I could tell that it did drop. Guess it's gonna come down to finding out. Okay, yes, it did drop, you guys. Okay, it's just gonna take some hand pressing, a good amount of them, but they did drop. So we can go ahead and take everything out, and we'll just go on to the next step. So we'll be back. All right, you guys. So we got everything here. We got our paintbrush. We have our sander, gloves, and we have our wood glue. No lie, this looks like it's definitely stuck. So we're gonna see about opening it up, because that definitely looks like it is locked in and ain't coming out. Yeah, that is in. I haven't opened this in a minute. I don't think you could like stop stuff like this from getting like stuck. My dog's outside if y'all hear them. Okay, so I do have my mask just for when I start, like, you know, sanding or whatever. Don't want nothing getting stuck, like not stuck, but breathing it in. So first thing I'm gonna do is put on some gloves for myself. I'm actually gonna get another piece of paper to put underneath, probably two. So let me grab some paper. Just to help. I usually use either parchment paper too, but I just ain't feel like it, so I just grab like printer paper to use as my base today. So let's go ahead and get the gloves on. Now, this is probably gonna be a fast forward video, you guys, so y'all don't have to sit here. We'll do some together, but then if you know, when it comes down to painting and stuff, it does take some time. So I can't sit and walk through everything with you guys, or just like talk through it, just because it will take a long time to do that. Alright, so we have our first layer right here, the full name, back piece, and these are just extra name pieces to glue together. So those are just sitting on the side. Ooh. So it will go like this. So this will go together. Now we will be gluing the words together. Usually you don't have to. It just depends on how like thick you want them. If you want them to be glued together, it turns to like 6M thick. Just depending on like how you want it to go. But I may not glue the words together, just because the stuff is already thick. So we may not glue them together. We may just do one. So then when it's in there, it drops in, comes out. But I'm thinking do two, so that way it actually sticks up. This is just like my mind, so I'm thinking how I want to do it. If I want to do two, or we just do one. It's what I'm thinking right now. So I'm trying to figure that out on how I want it. But I think I'm just going to do two. Then you'll just drop it out. Okay, I'm just going to do one. I think one would be better. So first thing we're going to start with is painting them. Painting everything. Painting is probably the tedious part. This customer wants red and black, so we're going to give her red and black. My black is almost done too. Now I do like to somewhat go with the name, so I'm going to try to have everything in order so I can at least know what I'm looking at. And like know the order that I want stuff to go in, things like that. You got an A, you got V, we got I, we got O, N, L, A. Now I'm looking for the comma. I hope I didn't lose it. That's like a tiny piece, so we're gonna see if we can find it. But M, so I like to do like each letter different. O, and this is a L, and the N, T, S, U, M, L, E, R. Boom. So the rest of these actually go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yep, the rest of these go over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these over here because, like I said, I don't know, I may not use them. So now I'm gonna see if it needs to be sanded. Just sand the edges and then go in, and then we'll paint them. So I got to do this for each of them. So as you can see, this is the R right here. I got to sand each one, and then I will paint each one. I sand them just because I don't want, you know, anybody getting cut or anything. So yeah, I think this R extra over here is okay because I'm not gonna resand them. But we're gonna start with red. I'm gonna do red first, actually, because I'm gonna do like a red. What's the color? So I'm gonna do red first. Actually, open this up a little bit, so that way I got somewhere to place everything at. And then everything also got to dry, so that take time before I actually paint the back, because I paint front and back of each one. So we're gonna do D. Wait, oh gosh, what's that to do? That is kind of crazy. It both was like that. It's kind of crazy to me. Okay, so while this red is still drying a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and actually piece together the board. I don't get how I can put on gloves and yeah, it just bleed through. Whatever, gloves. I'm gonna move this over here. Oops. Now the rest of the words we already know they're gonna be black, so honestly we're just gonna put them there. We have to piece this together so that way it could be 6 mm thick, because each one is 3. And when I'm doing this, I need to also go ahead and inside and just get the little pieces that need them. Sand down the edges on here. I don't want this to cut anybody either. Usually I let this dry for at least a day. Then pack it up. By the time I send it out, it should be dry. Sorry about the noise, y'all know. Kind of hearing that noise is a little iffy in your ear. Whew. Just do your best to get to it. You can't always get to all of them. That's okay. Do your best. That's like I tell people. At least you try your best to get it all done. And try to get it all nice and even for everybody. So it won't be nothing to poke anybody. It's this piece. Okay, there we go. Let's say it's this piece in here that I know and I see in here. All right. Now, let's go ahead and basically glue it. We're just using some wood glue. You get this wood glue at Walmart or whatever craft store. Now, my glue is probably not going to come out, but just to be sure, let's go ahead and see. It may end up surprising me and come out. We never know, so let's see. It ain't coming out. That's okay too. Ooh, look at that. That's probably why they ain't coming out right there. Glue dried all the way up there. And I may not be able to get that out because it's like dry in there. Yeah, I may not be able to get that out. Okay, it's okay. I don't want to use the paintbrush right here again. Let me see if I have like a skinnier paintbrush. There we go. She ain't the prettiest, but it'll work. So I also don't want to just be putting it on there. So just want to make sure it's enough and spread it. I'm just trying not to like do it and it all come running out. Okay, there we go. I need to buy some more. So just try to get it down. Gotta make sure I get the edges. You gotta also go fast. That's why I wish my top worked, but it's okay. Just make sure I get the edges that I need. We may have to pour it on. Oh, pour it on and actually like do it the way I'm saying not to. Okay. Well, we got enough to spread across now. Just said don't do a lot. Now we got enough to spread across. Don't worry. Get up in them little corners. You don't want to put too much because when you like sandwich this together, I'm gonna just tell y'all it ain't it's gonna come like spreading out. So don't do too much right there. Make sure you get them little corners. That's kind of funny. It literally said, don't do a lot. And I did a lot, y'all. It dries fast. That's probably like the only thing. It does dry fast, and that's usually why you want to use the top. But, you know, we're going to make it do what it do. What it do, okay? We ain't going to stress about it. We're just going to do what we got to do to make this thing happen over here. So I'm literally just using my little paintbrush, and I'm doing this myself. Get the little edges where the words will go at. Trying not to add no more, but I'm going to have to add some more. It's drying just so fast on me. It's crazy. I do everything on my mat, y'all. I got to stop trying this. I'm going to get the parchment paper. No way, we're going to get parchment paper. Trying not to do so much. But we needed the spread before everything be stuck. And we be out of luck and wasting glue. Yeah, feels me. Just wanted to get where it need to be at. I'm getting in the middle where the words go at too. Because I want it to all be like glued in. Go as fast as you can. If you have a newer one where it's not stuck like mine, then you probably have more time to actually move it around, because usually I'm able to take the top and do this where I don't have to use a paintbrush. But right now I have to use a paintbrush and try to do this at the moment, and yet still go fast so this glue don't dry on me, but yet also make sure it's spread everywhere. Things I have to do. Come on, do not dry on me. I'm about to clean my table today because we got wood, we got glue, we got everything up on this table. This table is packing table, shipping table, craft table, everything in a mama table. I'm not too much worried about the paint if it gets on the other board underneath, because that's what it's gluing on to anyway. Try not to put too much, definitely in this little area. Come on, glue, don't you draw me. Try not to do too much here. How about I take it and dab it out so it can move faster without trying so fast. The edges is my biggest worries, because you be wanting them edges to hold down. My dog outside and she don't want to come inside, y'all. Kind of funny. Okay. Trying to go fast. We're trying to go fast. Trying to go fast. We're trying here. It looks nicely covered. We're going to redo some over here. Put some on them edges. Now, we did a lot, but at the same time, it's actually like spread it out, so I'm not too stressed about it. Make sure them edges. Okay, everything will look as covered as it could get. We gotta move it. All right, edges is covered. Everything is covered as it could be, and it could get. All right, y'all, let's do it now. Stand up. Now I have these clips. I just take some clips and I like to just hold it on like that, just to press down as it dry. This alone right here takes, I literally let this dry for 2 days. Now this is the glue coming out, and I'm okay with that. Make sure everything even at the same time. Get some more clips. And we're just gonna let this dry. Put it to the side and let it dry. So right now I'm just making sure everything is even before I sit it down and let it dry. It will dry for at least probably 2 days, but it will be at least dry by today. So this is how it looks. You see the extra glue is coming out, and that's okay. We are pressing it down to make sure everything dries. Honestly, I even rub something like this to help the sides dry since the glue already coming out. And it dries clear, so don't worry about, oh, it's white. It dries clear. We're going to let it go ahead and dry, and we'll be back when it's done. All right, you guys, so 4 hours later and everything is dry, pieced together and together. Let me show you how this name puzzle came out. I am definitely in love with it. It came out so pretty. Look at this. Look, oh, wait, hold on. I should have thought about this a puzzle wise. I'm holding it like it's supposed to stay. So this is the name puzzle. You have the full name and then you have the full name at the bottom. Usually do like probably cursive or just sometimes the regular thing. Now you do see like just the burn marks. Like I tell people, you will get that on there. I do not sit here and try to paint over that. At the same time, this is wood. This is the actual grain of wood. Like I'm not gonna go in and try to get rid of that. This is just a part of laser cutting some wood. Now you are able to mask it. I didn't mask it. I usually don't mask it. I haven't had anybody complain about it, but it came out amazing. Like I love the way it came out. It took about 4 hours to dry for everything. I'm probably still gonna give the wood just another day just to make sure it doesn't separate or anything like that, and I'm able to know if it does because it would be in my hands. But I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss another video. And I cannot wait to test something out new with you guys and show you guys some new tricks. Make sure y'all checking out my Patreon too if you are interested in just learning how to do this. Check out my website for one-on-one classes and I can help you guys out. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.